What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I decided that I'm gonna film a get ready with me / juicy random fun Q&A. I asked on Instagram for you guys to send over some questions. I posted on Instagram like 15 minutes ago, so hopefully there's questions, but I'm gonna let them just roll in as I get ready. I'm getting ready just for the day. Need to film a couple things here and there, but yeah, I figured I would just do this and have some lighthearted conversation. But yeah, hopefully we have some fun ones today. Put my hair back in these little clips because I don't want to look like a complete egg. Okay, first question. Akila the Dragon asks, what are you gonna do with your life? I don't know why, but I'm reading that in like a, so what are you gonna do with your life type of voice, but hopefully that's as serious as these questions get. Honestly, you know, for now, I'm just trying to get through this year, as we all are. Do any of us know what we're doing with our lives? I don't really think so. It's tough as a recent college grad during a pandemic. I enjoy what I'm doing now, but I do hope to be doing more in the near future, whether that's finding a normal job or really building this channel and getting to travel. I just really want to live life to the fullest at this point, but that's definitely gonna take some time. By the way, I'm doing my standard everyday sort of makeup routine, so if you want to know what steps I'm taking or what products I'm using, you can check out my other makeup videos. Oh, there's something in my eye. Ooh. E1602B asks, the story behind your first kiss. My first kiss, oh my gosh, first kiss. I feel like that was 8th grade, summer before, summer after. I honestly couldn't tell you, I don't remember. It was probably the most generic, typical thing you could hear, but basically it was a peck in the movie theater. Yep, I think we were sitting literally the front row or maybe the second row. I don't know why, maybe we got to the movies late, but yeah, it was just one peck, and that is pretty much the extent of it. It was, I guess, my like middle school boyfriend at the time, and we were like with a group of friends too, so yeah, that's super awkward. Riva's Gems asks, have you ever been on any horrible / awkward dates? I gotta think about this one. To tell you the truth, I can't even really remember dates that I've been on if it wasn't like my boyfriend already. I'm not really a part of the dating scene where you're like meeting someone for the first time and like whatever, this is your first date. The first thing that comes to mind is, I guess it was like a first date sort of thing. We went to go get pho and then we drove to like a lookout point, but on our way back down from the point, his car broke down, kind of. Honestly, kind of scary. I don't know if it was something up with the brakes, but we could literally smell something smoking. I was kind of feeling the secondhand embarrassment, but then he ended up pulling over and fixing it himself, which ended up working out in his favor because I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Other than that though, I don't think I've been on any crazy dates. If you guys have any crazy first dates or just date stories in general, I would love to know. I'm sure there are more of you who have better stories than me. No, what? Oh gosh, what the heck? Okay, my good friend Andrew asks, F, marry, kill Logan Paul, Noah Beck, or Jay Alvarez? Okay, well, honestly not too familiar with each of them and like their personalities per se, but I've definitely seen them all over social media. I feel like everyone knows at least a little bit about who they are, what they do. I'm sorry, but probably kill Logan Paul. Based off what I've seen recently in videos, I feel like Noah is a really sweet guy. He's also, you know, attractive. Not really my taste though, maybe. Yeah, sure, marry him, and then Jay Alvarez, you can fill in the blank. Hell yes, I was hoping that someone would ask a BTS related question because I could go on and on talking about that. Desiree Jade asks, who's your favorite from BTS and why? So my bias, or like my favorite member, even though I love all of them in their own special way, I feel like my top and person who I just get mushy gushy over would have to be RM. For a number of reasons. First of all, I don't want to make it seem like I know him personally because I definitely don't, and he definitely doesn't know I exist. I think something about the way that he carries himself and carries the group. He's such a leader, obviously. Just like when he speaks so intelligently and with passion. A lot of times when it comes to your bias or like your favorite person in a group or whatever, you usually gravitate someone who you can sort of relate to, or you can kind of like see yourself being compatible with. Maybe you have like same personality traits, or maybe even kind of have like the same build. He's the tallest in the group. I'm a pretty tall gal. His whole persona and being, it just checks off all the boxes. Plus he's just like so cute, but can also be so like sexy. My love has just, it's been growing. Initially I would say Jimin was my bias. Now it's kind of shifted towards Namjoon, so I would consider Jimin to be like my bias wrecker, which by definition means, but yeah, they're all just such unique individuals, and when you pair them all together, you might think like, oh, so many personalities clashing, but they just complement each other so well. And their music is just amazing. My sister always has really good questions for Q&As. Would you rather have a big butt or big boobs? I think I would prefer to have a bigger backside. I have learned to love and just accept my not so full chest. And the only way that I would really be able to like fill out my chest would be to get a boob job. Definitely don't have anything against that. Do what makes you happy. But I feel like a big butt is attainable. Even though my genetics might not be that good, you can work hard, you can bulk up and build those glute muscles, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I think I could get there one day. Y'all better watch out. Greg Dr. X, he asks, tech guys or muscle heads? I don't think I've ever been asked that actually, so that was a good one. I feel like when someone asks a this or that sort of question, it has to be like straight up tech guy or like straight up muscle head or meathead or whatever. But I want someone who's just like right smack dab in the middle, like got the brains but got the body yada yada yada. Thinking about my ideal partner is someone to work out with and like be fit with. It's just grown to be such a big part of my life, and I want to be able to share that with someone and like kind of mesh our lifestyles in that sense. There's also like that stereotype of like meatheads and all they care about is lifting and stuff. Like I don't want that, but someone who can balance their life like how I like to balance mine. This is a tough one. Can my answer just be right there? I literally can't find the question, but I saw it here. Someone asked it. Someone asked, have I ever used Tinder? If we're gonna be honest, yes, I have. But the story behind this, and I don't know if I've ever even mentioned it or talked about it, but when I was in college and playing on the club volleyball team, every season we would travel at the end of our season to nationals, which would either be in like St. Louis or Kansas City or Colorado or something. I don't remember which year it was. That's when I downloaded Tinder, and the only reason I did is because that's what literally everyone does there. I mean, just think about it. College students from across the states, all there for volleyball, in one city, playing at like one convention center, and on the last day of the tournament, which is like the championship game, literally everyone goes out. People are downloading Tinder to try and like connect with other volleyball players from wherever. I made a profile, and so did a lot of people on my team. Teams will even make team Tinders and try to like connect with entire teams, and it's just like funny. People make really funny freaking profiles with like dirty bios and just like funny pictures. So I did it out of curiosity. I never swiped on anyone. I was just browsing. Also, I was in a relationship at that time, so like I was just purely browsing for entertainment. But yeah, since then have not touched that app, deactivated my profile. But on the topic of dating apps, I did recently download Hinge while I was in LA. Good friend of mine, you know who you are. We were bored and we just wanted to see. Dating apps are definitely not for everyone. I just find it so exhausting, and I feel like I'm just too nitpicky when it comes down to it. And even if I have matched with someone, which is not many, I can't even get myself to start or even engage in the conversation. I think that's how I know I just like don't want to be dating right now. And yeah, that's the tea on the dating app life and me. I feel like I've been working on this eyebrow for so long. Oh, Katie Torley asks, thoughts on taking time off / dropping out of college? When I first read this, I thought she was asking me if I want to drop out of college, and I was gonna say like, girl, I already graduated. But my opinion on the topic is that everyone goes to school for different reasons, and I mean, everyone has different things going on in their life. I don't think it's fair for anyone to be in a position to say like, no, you shouldn't drop out of college. I think that if someone felt the need to drop out or take a break because maybe it was getting a bit too much, or there was just other things. Ah, my lighting. Oh my god. What? Oh my gosh, we are back. That scared me. I thought we were gonna have to like cut this halfway and completely change settings. But as I was saying, someone feels like maybe college isn't right for them at that time or ever or whatever. I think that's totally up to the person. I don't see anything against it as long as they kind of think things out fully and maybe they have another idea of what they need to get done first or what they want to, you know, achieve. I think the main thing though is that, you know, school will always be there and people can always go back to college and get their degree. There's no time limitations when it comes to college. Going into college, I just kind of already knew that getting out in 4 years, getting my degree was something that I wanted to do and achieve, and I didn't have anything that was really pushing me to drop out. Obviously I was doing YouTube and I was having fun with it. It was growing at the time, but it was never big enough to make me question whether I should just drop college and just pursue YouTube. Thank God I didn't though, because I'm very, 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 very grateful for my experience at SGSU. Goes Friends. But when the Saints go marching in. I really don't know how random songs will come up in my head. Underscore Feifei asks, any spontaneous plans after COVID is over? If it ever is. I hope to gosh it is. We got that vaccine coming, but like, I don't know. Also, someone asked me, am I gonna get vaccinated? And I literally know nothing about any of that. Are all people supposed to get vaccinated? I don't even know if there's enough information. Like, even if you get vaccinated, does that still mean you could like carry it and then still spread it to someone? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Francis Can Overready, whoa, she asked, are you planning on getting vaccinated? By the way, love your vids. Oh, thank you. Love you, girl. I can't even answer that because I don't know. Back to the other question. Any spontaneous plans after COVID? I'm gonna start putting away money right now and keep on saving until I can go to Korea. This is something that I want to do with my family. My mom is from there. She has family out there and she knows her way. The rest of us have never been, so it would definitely be nice to travel with her and the rest of my family, and especially my sister. We both want to go so freaking badly. If you watched my last Vlogmas video, you would know that like I really want to start studying Korean again. So that is going to be a work in progress. Gotta make that happen. Oh, it's Annie asks, did you reject someone when they asked you out on a date? Oh wait, I thought this was gonna be like, how should you reject someone if they ask you out on a date? If you're asking if I've ever rejected someone in person, I don't think I've ever come across that where a guy has these feelings towards me and they aren't mutual. You know, if it gets to that point where they want to ask you on a date, you must be giving some signals to them that like you want that too. I don't think I've actually ever said no to someone because not that many people have asked me. But I feel like over the years I've definitely gotten people online, like through the DMs and in comments or whatever, trying to slide in and asking to go on a date. But like, that's not how it should be. You gotta really get to know a person before you ask that of them. Since we're on the topic, I guess I could just talk about like my advice for it, even though it's probably not good advice. Just to be fair for both parties, it's okay to be blunt and honest and just straight up. Better to just like clear the air, and if you're not interested in someone and they want to pursue something more with you, I feel like it's better to just stop it there and just come to that mutual agreement that maybe you're better off as friends and you don't want to ruin that. Also, oh my god, wait, this also made me think about something that I've always wanted to ask people. It is very common for women especially to just like get hit on the streets and just like be approached by random people. How do you guys respond to someone who asks like, do you have a boyfriend? Obviously, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, you just tell them and you're telling the honest truth. Definitely done this before where I said I have a boyfriend when I don't, just so that they would stop bothering me. But at the same time, I feel bad because I feel like they know that I'm lying. But maybe I shouldn't feel bad because they shouldn't be doing that in the first place. They shouldn't be like pressing me. In the more recent times that it's happened to me, I usually always just say no, but I'm really not looking for anything, or like I'm not interested in dating right now. Like I just tell them straight up. Some people will respect that, but definitely got people who just keep pushing and are very persistent in trying to sway your ways. But there's always a part of me that just kind of feels bad, but sometimes I wish I could just be like straight up no. All right, this is a good one. Arlene's Desk asks, do you stay in touch with any of your exes? Is it awkward? Tried it once, it was weird. So I'm actually not friends with any of my exes, or like even really people I've dated-ish. There's a select few where, you know, we still follow each other on Instagram, but it's not like we're messaging or texting ever. I don't make an effort to stay in touch because at this point, like, what's the point? And nothing against any of my exes, but I just feel like things ended for a reason and they should kind of stay that way. Plus I'm like better off anyways. Wow, I sound so cold-hearted. I think being friends with your exes is very circumstantial, and I seriously applaud people who are able to make that work. But for me, I think cutting ties and like cutting contact was sort of the best way for me to just like recover from that relationship or like the breakup. Oh my gosh, I went too ham with the blush. I'm so sorry. For some of the people in my life, I used to think that, oh yeah, we're not a couple anymore, but we could still be friends, blah, blah, blah. But if we were to have done that, it would have totally messed up my healing process. If I wasn't over them, it could lead to like feelings still being there or vice versa. For anyone who is recovering from a breakup, I think the best thing to do is just like move on and just do you. I personally just don't think being friends with exes works. I really wish it didn't have to be that way, but sometimes it's for the better. Like the question said, tried it and it was weird. I can totally see where that would be totally awkward and just like there's just a lot of uncertainty and gray areas when you get into that. One final question, set one more time. Maybe I went a little overboard with the setting spray. Last question. I actually got this asked multiple times. Sweet or savory? Simple question. I like it. Oh, I'm so indecisive. Oh, is that the Capricorn in me? Are Capricorns indecisive? I don't know much about zodiacs. I always have a sweet tooth at night. Hence the jar of chocolate right next to my bed, which is probably very dangerous, and I will have one chocolate right now. But I feel like I have to pick savory because it really does make up the bulk of my meals and just like all the food that I eat. The main foods at least. So I'm indulging in some chocolate right now. I gotta say, savory. So that is going to wrap up this juicy, random, fun Q&A, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to everyone who sent in some questions. Definitely didn't get a chance to answer all of them, but I was kind of doing like one question per makeup step, so we just happened to run out of time. Sorry. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. That is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.